So this is the second edition getting together, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know Cheryl is too. Seeing everybody in person a week from tomorrow. So the first thing to remember, we're going to start right at 9 o'clock. So we're going to kick things off. If you happen to get caught in traffic, for those of you that are local, please just my phone number. I think most of you, all of you have that phone number.
I'll put
But
mine in there too.
yeah, put it in the chat, but it's 303-915-3025. Just let us know that there was an accident or something on the freeway that we'll catch up with you know that know where you are.
They're
Uh,
taking too long at the bakery, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of that good stuff. So I think, Rhonda, did you have a chance to listen to the recording that we sent out from the other one? Okay, good. So everybody, I think, is up to date about what the different elements of the program are. What I'd like to do is just open it up real quick at the beginning here with any questions. Smile, Susie.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Oh,
Brooke.
I
Oh,
was just I know I had spoken with Gary earlier today about like a little bit about like patterns on clothing, and if it is like minimal patterns, I just figured it could be a useful question to address for everybody, because I know I definitely have a lot of stuff that is a majority solid color, but it might have a few like patterns here and there maybe on the bottom or something, and I wanted to make sure that wouldn't affect video quality
It depends on
like
what the
initially.
pattern is. It's going to depend on what the pattern is. Is
Okay,
it floral? Is it, paisley? Is it check?
gotcha.
Is it
Okay,
dot? Checks, dots, lines tend to be the worst.
okay,
Uh, the geometric patterns like that will cause pixelation with the camera.
okay,
So if it's a little bit of a trim, usually it's okay.
okay.
But if you can stay away from the lines, stripes, dots, checks, things that houndstooth is horrible
Okay.
with camera.
And I guess my other question about that, so I have like a solid color black dress, but the texture of it has technically like polka dots, but it's all one color.
That's
Would,
that's good.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
yeah, we had one participant a number of years ago that came with a chevron pattern in her dress,
Mm-hmm.
and all it did was take your eyes straight down.
To the nethers.
Yeah, well, I didn't say that. I did say that takes your eyes where you don't want it to go.
It went straight to the nethers. So, yep, we
And
don't want that.
it was kind of funny because it was one of her favorite dresses, and she had never realized what the pattern was doing. But the big thing is when you have like lines and houndstooth and anything that it will confuse the camera because the camera doesn't know where to focus.
Mhm.
And so that's why this is important for that. So good question. And likewise, for those of you that are local, if you have any questions, you're not able to or don't have time to connect with Cheryl with anything specific, on the first day, bring it. Bring
Yeah.
the things that you want her to look at, and we can go over it then as well. So this event is it's very structured, but it's very relaxed, put it that way. So for those of you that know me, you know that I have this timed out by the minute, but you guys don't know that I'm doing it. And so we have a lot of material to go through. But this is a very practical event because we want you each to walk away with the elements and the benefits that you came to get. So it's always customizable all the way through.
I
So
also bring
just
a
keep that
bunch
in
of
mind.
extra jackets, blazers, that sort of a thing. So if you find we get to Saturday and you're like, I should have brought this, or I need a pop of color here, hit me up. You can dig straight through my closet, basically.
Cool. So Susie, you had one.
I have a question. I didn't know if Ron Story was going to be joining us at all.
He
Was
won't be there in person. I'm
okay.
working on getting him to come in through Zoom and
Okay,
because
cool.
I want him to teach on Speaker Hub.
Yeah.
And because all of you are getting that extra bonus
Yeah.
that was not part of the original program that he actually gave us about, what, 3 weeks ago when I did that interview with him. So yeah, I'm hoping that he's able to come on, and we just haven't figured out. I, for me to find him, I have to call him like at 7 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, he's in meetings until midnight. And
Yeah.
half the time I'm on my way to an event or something, and I call him and he goes, "Good timing." So yeah,
Cool.
we'll be
That's
coordinating.
great. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Rhonda, are you talking to us or to other people? 'Cause if you're talking to us, it's okay if you're talking to other people. If you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
I'm not talking to anybody, but I was going to go out to my car so that I could hear better.
Oh,
And I left my keys in there. So I'm just walking. You're just seeing me walk around. That's all you're seeing
okay.
me do. But I am at an event, but I was just going to be in for this part, like for a half hour and see what all's going on. But my phone's at 14%. So I was like, oh, maybe I
Oh,
better go to my car and plug in and hear. But I did listen to the video and I'll listen to this video too. And it was such great advice. I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
you're very welcome. So I just wanted to make sure we're including everybody. So
I appreciate you.
what other questions do you guys have? Yeah, Graham.
Okay, I'm just trying to get clear on we're getting a headshot. We're going to be are we going to be recorded on stage for that 3 minute speech? Is it 3 minutes?
3 minutes. And then you also are recorded in the interview that Cheryl does with you. We change the whole stage and it becomes an interview stage.
I see, lovely.
So
Great.
you're getting pictures of all of that, still and video.
Mhm.
And it's not the traditional, I mean, you can have the traditional headshot, but what we have talked about and what we have produced is more of the branding headshot where you'll be taking out of the room and go around the hotel and get different
Mm,
elements in pictures. The picture that I use now, where I'm kind of holding my hand in front, whatever, that was at an event, and that was sitting at the bar.
mm.
And so the
And
idea
he doesn't
behind it
drink, but
was,
he's got the cheesecake.
yeah,
So
well, that's a whole different story. Just let the cheesecake go. Uh, so we'll be telling stories on each other. Remember, I don't get mad; I just get even.
come
Uh,
on.
the uh, so yes, you're going to get all of that,
I see.
and
We like different backdrops, basically. It's not all going
right,
to be just the same.
right.
Fantastic. And we get that on the last day, so as 3 minute speech by then, hopefully, will be polished.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's always amazing. Cheryl and I, when we talk about this on our recap at the end of it, and every single class that has come through, I think this is what, 11, 12.
Um, to with you and I, because you've been doing it
I
before I
was
came
doing it
on
before
board.
you.
This is, yeah, yeah,
So
we're
anyway,
gotta be 10, 11, 12 with you and I.
but the difference between day one and day three is amazing.
Yeah, no
And
doubt.
it always happens. And so, really, what it is we're releasing who you guys really are already. We're not redesigning you, we're
Mhm.
just organizing you for you to be you. And part of that is having permission to be you. So, all of your talks are going to be different. We're going to put in the little nuances that we have found that work over the years. I've given over 1,100 talks, TV, radio, on stage, through media, whatever.
Mhm.
Cheryl has interviewed
Over 6,000 interviews. Uh,
6,000 interviews
yeah,
on Real Radio, by the way, and three
yeah.
number one, shows that she created. So the thing that you're going to get from us is real world ideas. we don't want you to become mini Cheryls or mini Garys. That's not the idea here. Each of you will use this information differently in your particular situation so that you're going to be able to apply it to your business to get the most benefit out of that to connect you with audiences and ultimately business and revenue.
This is
I see.
exactly how to, we're going to help you tap into, your brand voice, your brand message with this and utilize everything as a tool to help you grow.
The other thing that's really funny is you guys become a family, a unit. At my big business events, everybody talks about leaving as a family. I had a call yesterday from a past participant. Well, he actually won. He was one of the speakers at the business boot camp last year, but he's a realtor. And he called me and he says, "I just got to tell you that I got all my money back for the speaker boot camp, but it was a side benefit." Some of you know Nick Rizzi, that's who this is. And he just listed a real estate. I had a listing from somebody that was a referral in his class in the boot camp because they trusted him with his speech that he got the listing down. So there's some of the serendipity things that will happen as well. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So good question. And it will take a little bit to get your video because the videos are, put together. And then usually it's about a week and a half, 2 weeks, depending on his schedule. The pictures normally come, the still pictures come much faster. So, and you get more than one picture, by the way. It's not just here's the headshot. And if you have ideas, if there's things that you relate to, you can say, I really would like to have this background, or we want your participation in the end result for you as well.
Bring props.
Yeah,
I mean,
great.
if you've got something you're known for having with you, I've done it before where I've had the headshots with, my sparkly microphone here and different things. So, go ahead and bring props if you want to for your headshots.
The other thing, go ahead.
No, go on. Got to go.
What I was going to say is on day 1 and 2 is not the professional pictures days, but what we're going to show you is how to elevate and to be seen in unique ways. So you may be on camera with somebody else's program, right there at the event. I'm with Susie, and Susie, she just did this, and I just wanted to do a shout out, whatever, or pictures with everybody. We also do a group picture with every single class. So, and that will be given to everybody as well. So, dress casually, but professionally is, business casual is what I talk
You
about.
never know when you're going to end up on a live somewhere in the middle of all of this. So,
does that include scrubs, Gary?
Pardon?
Can that be scrubs?
Yeah, you can be in scrubs.
Yes. Okay.
So that's the doctor in the group.
Hi, everybody. Some of you know me
Susie.
already.
I do. Nice to see you, Dr. Ashley.
Good to see you too.
Susie?
Does anyone wear jeans or are jeans? Okay. That's okay to wear jeans. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. There is nothing wrong in particular. The thing that I have learned is that depending on where you are speaking in the country or what type of stage, what type of group, I actually spoke for a co-op where it was an electric co-op throughout the state of Colorado. And they were having their annual convention. And I showed up in my, sport coat and dress shirt and, not Levi's and anything. Everybody was in cowboy jeans. I looked like a sore thumb. I actually had clothes in the car that
Who doesn't,
I went
right?
out in the parking lot and changed my clothes to get back on the stage. So if I'm on the East Coast, I'm wearing a tie. If I'm down in California, I'm hardly even wearing a coat. It just like, so we want to be that one level above normally what the audience looks like.
Okay.
So that we have that relatability, but we still have the authority.
When it's warm enough, I mean, I've been on stages in in Phoenix in city shorts. That's what we like to call them. The little like Bermuda, but nice. So yeah, whatever works. If you want to wear the nice jeans, you want to wear a pair of city shorts, go for it.
And again, for you ladies, I do recommend some sort of heel. But one of my friends, I think I mentioned it on the last call, is that with her talk, she wears red high top tennis shoes. That's her one of her calling cards. That's how you know her.
Hmm.
And so there is virtually no right, wrong, good or bad, but it has to meet and fit for you.
Is it heels that show your toes or don't show your toes? Like, and I mean, I'll get a pedicure or whatever. And I was even going to ask about toenail color. Should you go really neutral with that if you're going to be on stage, or how's that
I
work?
don't. I may even have toe rings on. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're different. So here's my opinion. And again, there's no right, wrong, good or bad with any of this. It's just an opinion. Is that anything that has a potential of distracting your feet when you're on stage has a tendency to be more eye level. That's why guys for sure polish your shoes. You don't want scuffs and things like that.
Clean your
So if
kicks.
you have an open toe, normally that might be more of a distraction than a closed toe. So that would be my only quandary with it. Um,
I don't think I've ever seen anybody with an open toe where it was
yeah,
it
well, I
was
don't think
terribly
I've ever seen
distracting.
any, I have never seen anybody on stage with an open toe.
You've been right next to me.
Well, but you're weird. Uh,
Mistake.
but normally, yeah. So, but leave the jewelry off. Yeah, don't do the toe rings.
Don't do toe rings. That's for
Uh,
later, the flip-flops.
but
But
yeah, so if it works for you, it works. Um, the same thing with length of dress. Cheryl covered that last time. Don't wear something too short to where you get on a high boy chair, where if you're on a panel, normally you're in a taller chair, that it could be a little bit uncomfortable. So, you know, a lot of times, particularly with the group that normally comes to us, you guys know how to dress.
yeah.
It just, also I said last time, I want you to, when you leave your hotel room or leave home, when you look in the mirror on the way out, you want to say, ah, wow, cool. I want you to feel good. I don't want you to feel like you're in something that doesn't fit you. And that's real important. Does that help, Rhonda?
Yeah, yeah. I was also wondering, like, if I did a pantsuit and it was all one color, is that okay?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, the weirdest thing that I had seen one time, or it wasn't the weirdest thing, but uh, I don't know if you guys, well, you probably do know Mrs. Fields cookies. And Mrs. Fields was on stage with her daughter, and they were both in mini skirts. I mean, really, really mini skirts. And it looked really strange for Mrs. Field. It felt like she was competing with her daughter. It was like they wanted to be sisters. And there was a lot of comments about that. She had a great talk. I still quote her from her talk. But, it just, and if that was her style all along, but I don't think she speaks a lot with her daughter. So, but anyway, again, does it fit? Graham.
Yeah. So this back to the 3 minute speech. I'm assuming it's going to be without using our names, but just letting people know what we do, what we achieve.
Nope. Nope. The
No?
3 minute talk is part of your talk. It could be your signature opening. It could be a part of your signature story. It could be a part of your talk. So what we want in the 3 minutes is we want a piece, and we're going to show you how to design this, is you want audience participation. We actually have some alumni speaking coming in on Saturday to fill the room. And so that the camera is going to see heads, but you want a reaction, either oh, ah, or a laugh, or some kind of connection to the audience during this 3 minutes. So yeah, no, and Cheryl, what we end up doing is please help me welcome Graham Holly to the stage, and everybody claps and does all that kind of stuff. Um, but it's a section, or if you can do your signature story or signature, the signature openings that I teach around is you want it to be somewhere around 2.5 to 3 minutes max. And inside of that is usually something humorous, so the audience doesn't think, number one, you're boring, and number two, that you know that they're listening to you because of the connection. And so it's a uh, just relax a little bit with it. It's going to come out in day one. We're going to be working on this in day one, practicing on day two, and then doing it on day three.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to say? Because mine's like, my story is like kind of long, but yeah, that's.
But normally there is an element that says less is more. So there was one time that I flew back for Good Morning Baltimore. I had another book that had just released, and I had to go back on camera for Good Morning Baltimore for a total of 2.5 minutes. I had to do everything in that amount of time. My TEDx, they kept taking away minutes. I had to do my TEDx in 14 minutes, which is really, really short. And they wanted the beaver story, which normally takes, at least 15 minutes to really do the story. And I never do a talk without doing some kind of benefit, not just to be a story or a funny thing. So I had to do the beaver story in 7 minutes. And so it's less is more. Just because there's more to share, that means that you have something else to share when you come back. And so a lot of times this is just a sample of who you are. So the meeting planners, you'll hear this at the event. Meeting planners normally don't get credit for a good speech, for a good presenter. They get blamed for a bad one. So what we want is for people to have that experience a little bit of who you are in this arena, so they can have a little bit of predictability that you're not going to embarrass them.
I think Brooke's got a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of piggybacking off of that part, with when it comes to figuring out what parts of our story we want to use on day one, are you going to be able to help us pick that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So
this is all customized, but that's why I keep this at 15 people. And right now I believe we have 11 that are coming. So if we had any more, it'd be a training, and you guys will be on stage 4 times, by the way, throughout the program. So Susie, start getting nervous. But this is, unless you have the ability to experience what we're doing, you have nothing to hook the information on. And so that's why it's designed the way it's designed.
And Gary and I don't leave the facility, so
that's why we do the meeting
there
after the meeting. We go to dinner with everybody at lunchtime.
Breakfast, we do the whole thing.
So Graham,
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well,
but I forgot what I was going to say.
It'll come back. But if you did remember, what would it be?
I'm sorry?
But if you did remember, what would it be?
Well, I don't know. So I can't remember at the moment.
Well, let me jog your memory, because you started raising your hand when we were talking about whether or not we would help customize your.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. But we're coming prepared with a 3-minute speech, which you might just rip apart.
Well, no, you don't have.
Oh, we're not coming with one.
No, just show up. You're overthinking this, Graham.
Oh yeah, well I am. I thought we were coming with already with a 3-minute speech, which you would tweak up for us.
That's what I thought too. Stop thinking ahead. You're making me nervous.
Okay, no, you can come. What we wanted you to do was come with some ideas.
Yeah.
Here's something that we've thought about that could work. And
I
then
see.
we're able to not manipulate, I can maybe manipulate,
Ah,
customize it, massage it.
massage.
There, that was really what was supposed to come out.
Yes.
Massage it for it to work for you.
Well, great. I'm glad I asked that question. I would have been racking my brains out every day
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
come one
no,
up with
no.
different
Otherwise,
3 minute speeches.
because we haven't, taught you how to do that yet. And there's actually you're going to learn what I created called the train formula, how to create any talk. It's actually how I create also. Anyway, we're not going to get into how to start training. Yeah,
Great.
Andrew.
yeah, Andrew. I was going to say Caleb,
This
but
is more a question for the group because this is something that I know will be beneficial. Who here has done improv?
Yeah.
Drama class, 8th grade.
Yeah, drama class when I was in eighth. What I'm hearing you say basically is come with a blank slate and approach this like it's brand new and relax. That's what I'm listening. I've been trying to listen to, or not trying. I'm listening to what you're saying. Is
See, I
come with
got
an open slate. Just
yeah.
come with an open slate.
Yeah, so some of the things that I know Gary does and Cheryl do is a bit of improv up on the stage of being able to feel your audience. And that's why having a scripted speech can sometimes be a bit more overwhelming than just being ready to just perform. And so the art of performance and improv is something that will go a long way with our speeches. Um, Having done keynote speaking before, being up in front of crowds, the largest crowd that I did a speech in front of was 1,500 people. It's a lot different than something that's going to be more 400 people, where you'll have more time to be able to do question and answers, those types of things. It really pays a difference in just being able to have that fluidity within your speech to be able to transition from, okay, hey, I'm here to engage the crowd versus I'm here to, give a full-fledged speech to give education. And there's those pieces where it's like there's this formula that goes to give you the ability to switch between the two whenever you need to. And that's more of what we're trying to get across. Am I wrong, Gary?
Yeah, no, what we teach is really speaking is more about listening than it is about thinking. Where we get in trouble is when we do a talk about something we don't know, something brand new. And so we don't, what are you laughing at? What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
It's me. I had a question for Cheryl about my outfit that I messaged her.
Bring it.
Okay.
Bring it.
Thank
Do
you.
it. Do it. Don't put it on the stage, but bring it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but really, it's about listening to the audience, connecting with no matter if it's the largest audience, the largest audience I've been in front of is a little over 5,000.
I got that beat.
I've been on Red Rocks with, well, no, that's wrong because I did Red Rocks at 14,000.
Still got that one beat.
So, and then, when I did the two shows on PBS, it went to 157 major markets throughout the US and Canada. So millions and millions of people had the potential of seeing that on a syndicated show. But the whole idea, and you'll hear some of the stories around some of that, but when we know what we want to, the general, what am I there for? Why was I invited? And some of this you're going to learn how to ask in the pre-interview of the host, of the meeting planner, of the event coordinator. And so we're able to adjust and coordinate and give the audience what the event coordinator wanted us to do. And this is about relaxing and truly just being who you are. And I equate it somewhat like flying without a net on a trapeze, but I've flown on a trapeze with a net. So literally, I'm weird. So
Yep. And he says I'm weird, right? Okay.
I know I've done weird, anyway. When you customize and you show up as you, you don't have to think about being you now you can be there with the audience and give them what it is that you wanted to share with them.
You have a much um, uh, better shot at not forgetting where you are in your speech when you don't have to think about what was I supposed to say here? How am I supposed to be here? When you can just be yourself, you
Yeah.
never forget
Well, and I've
what you're supposed
listened
to do.
to Ashley's and Graham's interview that hasn't released yet. I cheated. She sent me the link. And,
Ah,
you guys did really well. And Ashley and I have worked on her PowerPoint for another talk that she is doing. And so how to use PowerPoint without having it be a distraction from who you are as a speaker. And so we're going to be going through all of these nuances. It's going to be a lot of fun. We tell stories. There is no dumb question.
nope.
And so, oh, yeah, we
We
lost
might
one.
have a
We
dumb
had to go back.
answer, but there are no dumb questions.
Yeah. So what else?
When we show up on the 30th, you said at 9 o'clock, is there a particular room we'll be in? Will we go to the front desk and they tell us where to go?
Yeah,
Or
we're normally on the marquee. They'll
okay.
tell. I don't know what the name of the room is. I probably
All
should
I know
know.
is you'll come in the front doors. You'll immediately go to the right past the Starbucks. Before you get to the elevators, you hang a left and go all the way straight back. And that's where we'll be.
And I imagine there will be signs.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Look for
And,
Gary's mug on the signs.
Okay.
it's not a large Marriott. So it's not like it's multiple floors and things like, well, there is for the meeting or the sleeping rooms, but not for the meeting rooms.
Okay.
Look for Gary's face. Otherwise, ask, hey, do you know where Cher is doing their speaker boot
Yeah,
camp?
yeah.
Okay.
That's
They'll
all
tell
you have,
you.
that's all you have to do.
Do you know where Cher is? Oh yeah, da 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 da. So
And I am typically someone who would rather, if I'm on time, I'm late. If I'm early, I'm on time. What's the earliest I can show up and
Okay.
not be the only one there?
One of the things that this is not where we close the room, like at a larger event. When we are there, the doors are open, you can come in.
Okay.
although
And
we're
if you're
typically
there,
at breakfast.
and I was going to
Yeah.
say, and we always go to breakfast at the hotel. So if you happen to come in that early, come on in and have breakfast with us.
He
So
usually makes me drag myself down by about 7 o'clock. And I'm usually a couple of minutes late for it because I don't like mornings. I did morning show radio for, 20 plus years. I hate morning. I hate morning.
that's why we have to caffeinate her early.
Yeah, don't we talking to me without the coffee. It's usually
I
bad.
hear you on that.
Do you have
I
one
hear
of those cups that says coffee first?
No, I have coffee mugs that are full of profanity usually.
Let me guess. Is it a Cards Against Humanity card? Because that's like I just
Uh,
thought of that. I'm like,
maybe I'll pack my coffee mug and I'll bring it and show it to you. So
do it.
So, well,
Do
I
it.
want to respect all of you guys' time. Any other questions or thoughts?
So we just show up. There's nothing that we need to bring necessarily.
open mind,
Okay.
an
I'll be
open
coming
mind
back.
and a willingness to just let it all come out.
And anything that comes up between now and then, if you have a question, reach out to us. So
Yeah.
we're available. Uh, so
Gary knows I'm going to be in Sedona, so I'm going to be probably very mellowed out by the time I get home. So yeah, I'll just make sure that I'm ready.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Gary, this is Judith.
Hey,
Yes, what?
Judith.
I have a question. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Do you guys know how late the shuttle runs from the airport? Because I'm coming in at midnight on Wednesday night.
I think it still runs.
I think it does,
2
but I
a.m.
don't know for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, till I think like 1, 2 a.m. Graham, you
It's
said,
2 a.m.
or Andrew said 2 a.m. Okay.
Okay, cool. Because I'm definitely going to need that shuttle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I like this hotel is that it's very, very close to to the airport.
Mhm.
So, um,
Dwayne, you look like you're in some deep thought. What's going through your brain, my friend?
Well, I'll just
I know you well
I
enough to know.
yeah, I just started a workplace investigation today, so I spent 3 hours with someone today. So I'm like, my brain is shot. That's why I'm just taking it all in. I like my brain is just shot.
Well, congratulations on the investigation.
Yeah, so it just started today. So my brain is just I'm just fried. So that's why I didn't say much, but I could gather just by listening to everyone. Just come with an open mind. Let let the two of you kind of lead us, guide us a little bit,
We got
and then follow what and I hear what Andrew said. Just kind of come up and be ready to pivot on a dime and have fun. That's kind of what I'm just taking away right now. And then when I get to Denver on Wednesday, and I'll get a good night's sleep Wednesday night, and then just come with an open mind and get to meet 10, make 10 new friends. That's what I'm thinking. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
That's exactly
well,
it. And we're going to be for those of you that are there Wednesday night, Gary and I typically show up downstairs and if you want to have dinner and get to know one another and do the introductions and cut up a little bit just to kind of take the edge off, come on.
yeah,
That's
we don't hide.
no.
The thing, maybe a last thought from what Andrew was saying about improv. Improv is about being brave enough to say what pops into your head. And
Live on
sometimes you go,
improv.
did I say that out loud? It's just like you get used to it. It's just like that next thing. And normally we go through an exercise at the event that goes through an improv exercise if we have time.
Do I need to bring stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're driving.
Be afraid, be very afraid. You never know
So,
what's going to come out of Cher's bag.
so, so anyway, any other thoughts or questions?
Cher, how did you meet Gary?
How did I meet Gary? I went to an event that it's a long story. It's actually in my book, in The Frog in Your Throat, but I had 10 days before I met Gary, I had just buried my mother. I
Oh.
had shut down my business. I had um, gone through some things with my youngest daughter with a diagnosis with her and some severe depression.
Mhm.
Went through there were a number of different things, and if we do our openings, you'll get to hear a little touch of it. Um, yeah, I said if. I got to remember what my opening is now too. This is where improv comes in really well. Graham was at the business boot camp. I literally deep sixed my talk. I did a 45-minute talk at Gary's business boot camp this past September. The night before I put it together. I'd made up the whole thing basically on the spot, 45 minutes. And Graham's like, I did not know. Improv, when you know who you are, when you know your voice and your message, you never have to worry. And
Mhm.
that's what we're going to teach you. But I met him at an event and then decided I wanted to hire him, but I didn't tell him that I wanted to kind of suss him out, see if he was okay. So he had been diagnosed with MS, and I have some autoimmune issues of my own. So I asked if he would be willing to chat with me on a Zoom.
Mhm.
And we got on there, and about halfway through, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to hire you as my business coach. And he told me no. He told me no two or three times before he finally let me hire him. I had to get really pissed off at him before he allowed me to hire him. And then he knew I was ready when I got mad.
Mhm.
We'll tell you the story behind the story at the event.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Stories are
that,
good.
Karen.
But yeah, no, he got stuck with me a little over 5 years ago. And he's family.
Yeah.
There's nobody better.
Yeah, Gary, I met you in February, and yeah, you're becoming one of those people, my friend. Definitely.
I won't be complimenting him after this. This is his one for the month, and now we're done.
Give him a cheesecake, he'll be fine.
Absolutely. I won't be paying for it, so it's okay.
So
All right,
anyway,
Gary.
guys, this is you're it's a lot of fun. It's
It's going to be a good group. I get
you
that.
guys will. It's a very foundational program that allows you to have also camaraderie because no one that's coming is, I've told other people Ashley doesn't believe me, but I am nervous before every time I give a talk. Doesn't matter. I've gone, and to me, it's a sign that I'm ready. In my dream book that I have, there is a picture that I have of, oh God, who's the artist he does Dunkashane?
Oh, Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton. So Wayne Newton's a bit, I know I'm an older dude, it's just, you can
Not old, just older. I know.
older. But anyway, there's a picture I have of him in his convertible in Las Vegas, turned around looking at the camera. And the caption is, when the light turns on, be ready. There's been a number of times that I have been given at the stage when somebody didn't show up, when they just, I mean, all kinds of things happen. So when the opportunity is there, always be ready to say yes. And it's always enough. And we'll tell other stories at the event. But anyway, so are we good? Or is there anything
Yeah,
else?
I can't think of anything. No, I don't have anything personally.
Okay. Well, guys, stoked to see everybody next Thursday morning
It's
or
gonna be
next
so much
Wednesday.
fun.
We'll be there with bells on and we'll get this thing kicked off and have a lot of fun. So, for those of you that are traveling, safe travels and we'll see you soon.
Thank you,
See you
guys.
next week.
Bye. See you
Thank you,
next week.
Gary.
Lovely, thank
Bye,
you.
Forward to
everybody.
seeing everybody.
See you
Okay.
later.
Bye.